Cynthia Erivo, welcome to the Daily Social Distancing Show.
Thank you.
Of all the human beings I encounter in my life, you are one who I am not eager to see again, because every time I see you, you've achieved yet another thing. And so it puts the pressure on me to have a thing to talk about. Like before this interview, I was like, maybe I should have a child, just so that when I talk to you, I go, oh, Cynthia, what's happened since the last time we spoke? And then you go, well, Trevor, I've won a Grammy. And then I go, well, I have a child, but I have nothing of the sort. So congratulations on, you have an Emmy, you have a Grammy, you have a Tony. You are one short of being the youngest EGOT winner ever. Do you ever take a moment to look at your own life and just go, wow?
I've been doing that over this time that we've had, like stopping and making sure that I like embrace what's happening in the moment, because I've not been very good at that previously, but because things happen so fast, and I've sort of, sometimes it's kind of, what on earth and how did I get here and when did this happen and was I awake for it all and did I miss something? That's how it feels a lot of the time. Yeah.
I remember watching you in The Color Purple, and I remember the whole time it was almost distracting, because I was like, who is this human being? And everyone has said that about your singing, about your performances, about how much you put into it. We see you when you're on screen. We see you, I mean, now you're playing Aretha Franklin in the new Nat Geo series Genius. And I mean, again, you embody this person. You embody her songs. You embody her work. Do you think that Aretha being such a big influence in your life is a big reason that you play her the way that you do?
I think so. Yeah, for sure. I think that she's so singular. There was something so very individual about her, and that sounds so plain to say, but there aren't very many people who you're like, that's her. There's no one else like her. When you hear her voice,
Yes, right.
There's something she'll do, the way she'll take a breath before she sings the next note. That's an Aretha thing. And you know, when we were learning music, more and more as I learned songs, the thing that she would always do is just whenever she was performing live, she would just sing whatever she felt like singing, however she felt like singing.
Wow.
There's melody, and then there's how Aretha sings it. That's what happened. What I was learning when I was learning all of her music is that this is how Aretha sings it. You know, you hear a border song, which is originally by Elton John, and you think, well, Aretha doesn't sing it like that. And when Aretha sings it, it's a completely different song.
Yes.
The power she has. It's the idea that she has this really wonderful ability to communicate a feeling and an emotion through a song. And it's like speaking to people. It's like a language that she speaks. And that's something that, for me, has really influenced how I perform, what I sing, what I choose to sing, how I sing, how I act, because it really is about, first and foremost, communication first, you know, and she was also afraid of being imperfect when she sang. There were times when she would fall off a riff and it wasn't, but it still was the perfect thing to have done in that moment, you know? So yeah, I've been listening to her for such a long time that her voice just feels like it's imprinted on in my head. She's one of my favorites.
I'd love to know when you're singing Aretha, because you're one of those people where you have that talent where I know what you sound like when you sing, but then you can sing like other people when they sing. And so, I mean, that for me is like an insane talent. I mean, singing was already like the hardest thing to do, but then you can sing like another good person can sing. Because I can sing like my uncle can sing, but that's not an achievement. You can sing like Aretha Franklin can sing. I'd love to know, like in a technical sense, what are you doing when you're doing that? Like, how hard is it to sing like another singer? And are you trying to completely mimic Aretha, or are you trying to bring something that is different to Aretha singing in that moment? Like I'd love to know what you're trying to do when you are portraying Aretha and when you're singing the songs, because you are singing them.
Yeah, so I had an amazing vocal coach with me. Her name's Antea Joy Bachet, and we would sit and listen to each song for about an hour or two, and just break it down bit by bit by bit. So that you would hear all of the choices she was making. I'll pick a song. When we would do, I'll pick Border Song because it's an easy one. The basic melody is, Holy Moses, I have been deceived. I've seen the specter, he has been me too. She does Holy Moses, I have been removed. I've seen the specter, he has been there too. Distant cousin from down the line, brand new people who ain't got time. Holy Moses, I have been removed. It's the space to
So you're
create.
just gonna carry on talking like you didn't do that right now. You're just gonna go from that, and then you're gonna start a sentence as if you didn't just do that right now. You know, I used to read books as a kid about like how sailors would crash into the rocks listening to sirens, and I was like, these people were really not focused in life. I understand it when I listen to you sing, and I genuinely mean that. You play her as a complete human being, because that's what Aretha was. You know, we know Aretha as a singer. We know her as a performer. What we learn over time is so many of these performers were dealing with so many demons, you know, whether it be domestic abuse, whether it be a relationship with her father where she was constantly trying to escape. You are on a path that many of these superstars have been on before. I would love to know, as Cynthia, how do you maintain like your mental health? Like, how do you keep yourself healthy and like not bogged down by all the pressures that your success sort of creates? I mean, you have a children's book, you know, you have this series, you have movies, you have an album that's coming up. You are in that vein, even though you're portraying them. A, do you ever worry about how so many of these great artists get burdened by this world and then leave us too soon? And B, what do you do as Cynthia to just give yourself an opportunity to not worry about it and enjoy it?
Yeah, I think I've spent so long watching some of our greats be running away from things that have hurt them, not really having the dialogue, not really having the language to express what they're feeling, and also in the Black community, we don't talk about getting help, having
Right.
therapy enough. And I'm lucky that I'm part of a time that is starting to really discuss what it looks like for someone like me to reach out and go and get some help. So I do have therapy, I do, and it's wonderful because it means I can, when I can't process something myself, I'm able to go and speak to someone,
Right,
and
yeah.
like talk it out and figure something out. And at the same time, I can sometimes be really hard on myself, very hard on myself if something doesn't quite go right, or if I see a performance and I'm like, oh, I could have done that instead, or if I feel like not everyone is going to like the things that you do, and so you're on a path to try and please everyone with what you do. There is a part of me that is starting to learn that you cannot do that. It's impossible, and if you did, you would be very boring. So it's okay to not please everyone, as long as when you on your path to creating something, the thing that you're searching for is this truth, and the thing that you're searching for is honesty. And your honesty and your truth might not be someone else's, might not be in alignment with what someone else believes is truth. But as long as you come from a place of kindness and love, you're okay. And I think there's a knowledge in that I have to uphold for myself that when good things happen, I'm deserving. You know, sometimes we talk ourselves out of the good things that come our way, and we make excuses to, well, you know, maybe I don't really deserve this, or I'm not as good as that person. Maybe it should have gone to. Well, no, it came to you. So thank the universe, thank God, thank whatever you believe in for the thing that has come your way, and wish abundance on yourself and everyone else that might actually be in your path as well.
And deserving, you are indeed. I hope to keep having conversations with you over the years.
Yeah,
I will keep stacking up the awards, and I'll stack up children just to keep up with you. I'm going to call my children Grammy, Oscar, Tony, and Emmy, just to be like, yes, these are my EGOTs. You've got trophies. Cynthia Erivo, thank you so much for joining me on the show, and congratulations on all of your success.
Thank you.